Everyone's Kanga here today with another water level video. I think this is the 5th time the water's updated. This is Monday, I think 27th. Next time the water will be going down is on Thursday. But as per usual, I have some timestamps up on the screen now, as well as later in the video, of where I actually go to specific locations in game. Whereas for now I'm just going to be looking at the map. As you can see here, we've got the new map on the left and the old map on the right. Some noticeable things we can already see here, just by looking at this, that it looks like Weeping is completely back to normal. Dirty is relatively back to normal, and Slurpy is finally above water now, at least the main parts there. It also looks like areas such as like south of Pleasant Park, that's cleared up a bit, there used to be a lot more water there. And you can see like there's a lot more islands and land coming out from underneath Fortnite, Slurpy and the rig. But yeah, that's all there's to say about the maps. But with that being said, let's get into the actual game now and go have a look. Alrighty, so I'm in the actual game now. And yeah, the first thing you'll notice is that both Slurpy Swamp and Dirty Docks now have names. I believe they're not coming up as like the grayed out area because this is just a battle lab, not an actual game. But yeah, Rickety and Fortnite have both moved down a little bit, so more south on the map now. Or like slightly, it's not like going to make a major difference or anything, but they're slightly south. The Slurp Truck's back as well as Hydro 16. And obviously the major change here is that Slurpy Swamp is now pretty much fully above water. Obviously like the outskirts of it you can't access, as well as some of the lower parts here, but for the most part it's all back, like most of the important stuff. The Slurp water itself doesn't appear to be back, like that area out there where you could sit in the water and get your health back. What I am going to quickly check though is if these barrels down here, if these are currently working. So let's have a look. So I'm pretty I've already got shield. By the looks of it, these are going to be working again. So you've got those like vats or whatever you want to call them of Slurp there, where you can sit in. I'm just going to just go through it. So you got those vats there where you can just sit there and get your health back. So it's going to be nice to see those back. Yeah, again, there's not actually the rivers and stuff of Slurp that there was before. It's been unfortunate, but definitely a lot more loot here. And again, that Slurp truck's back, Slurp barrels, so plenty of health and shields to go around over there. Fortnite again hasn't changed too much. Logjam Woodworks appears to be, I mean, it was fine last week, just some of the surrounding area. Now the whirlpools from here, alright, so there used to be 2 whirlpools here, as some of you would know. There's now only one, which is over there. You can't see it because I'm too far away, but now I can see it's roughly over there. And there also used to be 2 down here, but now there's only 1 down there, which is right there. But yeah, Weeping Woods is now completely back to normal, I think. Actually no, from here to here, it's like from about halfway through all the way down to the bridge, the water is still going to be a little bit higher than normal. But all the trees, pretty much all the trees, maybe some just along here, all the trees are back pretty much. I'm pretty sure you can actually go under the bridge now. Maybe one more update, but actually being able to go under the bridge rather than having to like build onto it, it's going to be nice. Holly is back to normal. I mean, I keep saying Holly is back to normal every week, even though it has been for ages, because there's not really too many changes that are happening around Holly, unfortunately. But yeah, some of this area here, there are a few more puddles and stuff, and it looks like that's pretty much the last bundle of water left, which I will get to later on. I think Authority is pretty much untouched now. Doesn't even look like there's any more trees like there have been in some of the previous updates. And the water on both on the inside and the outside appears to be pretty much the same. So I don't think there's going to be any more changes here. Tell me if I'm wrong though, I'm not entirely sure. Risky is also untouched. This area here is back to how it was last chapter. Obviously, last update there was still a fair amount of water here, like the amount down there, but that's now reduced. So yeah, this is what Pleasant looks like, untouched from last week, but in case you missed it. And yeah, not too much to say for this particular area, but I'll head over to Sweaty now. This whirlpool is still here, but I doubt it will be in a week or 2 once the river's back to like it is over there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, pretty sure Steamy is untouched. So I keep getting the places mixed up. Pretty sure Sweaty Sands is untouched. This area over here though, these houses, I think next week will be back to normal. Actually, I think the whole of Sweaty will be back to normal. Maybe not this area, but you can see that water with like all the white particles and stuff in it. That's basically signaling that that's gonna go away in the next week. So all this white area is gonna be uncovered next week. So yeah, you can see that next week Sweaty will be back to normal, and you can also see that some of these little islands are coming up again. Don't know if that little platform is going to stay there or that one, but I guess I'll have to wait and see in the coming weeks. No news on Atlantis by the looks of it. Doesn't appear to be anything new that we can see. Well, you can see here, like on the map still, there's definitely something happening. The shark has changed a little bit. You can see that this chest is now uncovered, and I guess it's just more land here. There's not really anything else to say. Probably a few more chests. I'm not too familiar with shark, but gonna be some more area uncovered over here. But yeah, I keep saying this, so sorry if you're watching all these episodes of me like going over to the water change, but if you're just here for this one, shark is going to be kind of ruined, and when it's fully back, I don't think there's going to be a boss there anymore, and there is definitely going to be a lot less loot overall, unfortunately. But yeah, the same is not even the same. So and then for Grotto it's just going to be like covered up with water the entire season. Grotto's not coming back. Oh no, it's stopped me for us. And then obviously AIDS changed to Authority, Rig became Ricky Rig, and then the yacht moved. I'll head over the yacht now. One thing I would like to know is what you guys think of the yacht. Should it be a named location, or should it just say how it is now without a name? Because I think it deserves a named location. Obviously it'd be kind of packed with it being right next to Craggy, but I mean, it was a named location last season, and I think if anything it even has possibly a bit more loot. Obviously it doesn't have the vault anymore, but it's still got a decent amount of loot over there at the yacht, which remains unchanged, although the area next to it is not. Craggy now is back to normal. Obviously the cars have disappeared now, but you can see there where I went in last time, the, what are they called again? The upgrade station is going to be back. Although one thing that's going to be here in, I'll have a look, it might actually be next week or in 3 days. You can see this spaceship here right under me. This might be next Wednesday. Oh, not Wednesday, sorry, next Thursday this spaceship will be above water, and potentially some new henchmen or a boss or challenges or something. Either way, something like 5 o'clock on Thursday if you're Australian, that spaceship will be above the water, and a few hours following that I will have videos out on everything there is to know about it. Not immediately, I don't think, because also a swords on around that time, but say like 3 or 4 hours after that spaceship is out of the water, I'll have something up around that. But yeah, this area all here, having the water taken away, you can now see the sort of like where the shoreline was in this area, some of the rocks and stuff coming back. Hopefully the caravan will as well when the cars are eventually back. So this sort of watered area around near Frenzy is nearly back to normal. I think 1 more week and then it will be. Again, yeah, as you can tell by the wide patches of water. One thing I'm just going to quickly check is this little van over here, which only has 1 chest in it now, unless the henchman chest is just bugged in Battle Labs. But last season it would have the henchman chest over here, as well as the normal chest. But it appears that maybe now it just has that 1 chest. But if you want to go check that out for yourself, just jump into a normal solo game, because maybe that's just something with Battle Labs I'm not aware of. Now over at Dirty Docks, you can see there is no water in the main area of it, or in fact in any area of it now. Or maybe just down there. But all of Dirty is now above water. Previously there'd be like sharks there and where the reboot van is, but Dirty's now completely uncovered except for some of the lower areas, but there weren't really any chests or anything down there. So yeah, Dirty's back, like all these trees and stuff, the truck there, the bottom of these cranes, this building's fully uncovered. So yeah, Dirty is now fully back to how it was, which, I mean, I think it's good to have all these old places coming back, because at the start of the season there wasn't enough loot on the map for solos, but now obviously as all the older POIs have come back, that's changed, and now there's tons of loot to go around, which obviously is very good. Now I think that is nearly going to wrap it up. I will just head on down to Camp Quad over here, and I think that will be it. Oh, it stopped me again. Yeah, I'll head on over down there now. So that's pretty sure going to be wrapping up at Camp Quad. And as you can see, it's still got the whirlpool. That'll probably be here for another week or so. And yeah, I think Camp Quad's going to be pretty much back to normal next week. You can see here it's nearly done now, and once again, those white patches of water are where it's going to be back in the next update, which once again, in this case, it's going to be Thursday, 5 o'clock if you're Australian, 3 AM Eastern Standard Time, I believe. The reason I keep repeating all that is in case people have skipped forward to certain locations. If you've watched all the way through, thank you, but yeah, that's why I keep repeating it. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you did find it useful, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. But yeah, that's it for this one. I will see you all next time, which is likely going to be on Thursday. So yeah, I will see you all then.